Are you kidding me? What a play right there. Futbolist taking out the lobby. Look at, so you can see the highlights right now. You got Axel with some, trying to get some good shots onto Umbrella. They were able to do that. This is a really, really interesting fight in Hacienda.
Yeah, I mean, this is for Hacienda, right? This is early game. This is teams trying to stake their claim, and then who can forget about the B4 versus Loops? I mean, Loops, they get the dub. They get the dub when it comes to the engagement with B4, but then almost immediately the Blue Zone said, "What are you guys doing out here? This is my territory."
Yes, sir. Said, "Nah, where you think you're going? Nowhere." Crazy fights going on right here, all over the place. But man, you got to give it up to good old-fashioned Futbolist with 25 kills. Talk about setting the tone, planting your flag here in the West Scrims. What a way to start out.
Oh, is that Lutz with the actual? Okay. Oh,
for Mercado, I mean, they're gonna have to tease it a little bit with that parachute if they want to get there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how these squads fare out. Now, we do have 5 matches. Group E will be sitting out of this match, ladies and gentlemen. So after today, or after this match in general, you're going to be able to wonder, like, hey, why didn't Group E score any points? That's because they didn't play. But yeah, I mean, this is, here we go. Here we get it going right now. It looks like Tempo, and they're headed up to their spot, Picado, as well as some other squads.
Yeah, they're not going to be giving that up. So Group E, UDR Killers, Wildcard, XQ Gaming, and Yala Esports. Those are the 4 squads that are going to be sitting out map number 1, and they will be playing in the remainder of the day, the next 4. So every single group has the opportunity to play 4 games here today.
Dang,
so
well, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. We got Alpha going over to, okay, we see a few squads dropping towards Hacienda, but trying the first circle has dropped. Good old-fashioned in the West. So normally we see Cloud9 like to go to El Pozo here in this situation here, but I believe we have a bunch of squads now trying to go.
Still.
Yeah, I think they are playing in this one right
here.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah. So maybe
they're just grouped up.
They're all grouped up. Look at that. I mean, that's a cluster right there, all going for vehicles. And if they're all going to go for the same one, we're going to definitely see some squads getting into it right now. And you can see already, look, Federal with B4 on top right now.
Yeah, so this is interesting because these two teams, they played against each other in PMPL. So maybe they forgot, who goes where just because they haven't played Miramar in a couple weeks here. But it's going to be interesting right now. You got Pedro already aware of the player from Loops Federal, and looks like Federal just might be dead to rights.
Oh, the double barrel shotgun, and then switching out to the pump. But man, we saw some shenanigans going on in the kill feed right there. I think I saw HH24 with the Car 98 return knock, because I believe one of their players was knocked from a shotgun as well. So man, I mean, we're not playing around here. I'm telling you, Miramar, every single game in this map has got it all. HH24 goes down to an Uzi as well. Oh man.
Oh yikes. Yikes. Big shout out to HH, by the way, just following me on Instagram the other day, so you'd love to see that one.
We made it, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
You know you made it. But you hate to see when they are like the top 5 people to be taken out here in scrims. And that's interesting because when I was looking over there, I didn't see anybody dropping on top of Picado or Tempo were, but obviously it was being contested. And talk about teams being contested. Team Queso, UMB right now looks like they are trying to fight for Hacienda.
And look at that. Mystic's got that S12K locked and loaded. No helmet, no vest, though. And that's the struggle here when it comes to Hacienda, man. You drop and there's just no loot. You're just kind of shimmying your way, trying to find something. But Halls, I mean, man, he caught a good old-fashioned M4 there. Ayala with the mini. Wow. Good shots.
The mini, man. I think it's a laser. And, this is interesting. I mean, both teams possibly trying to, like we said in the pre-show, trying to claim this for their territory when it comes to the West League. So, depending on who actually wins this fight, the other team will be definitely thinking twice here. And Team Mystic on the roof is going to be spotting out a couple members from Team Umbra, but looks like Team Umbra a little spread out right now. So if Team Queso, if they can move together as a unit, they might be able to flush out some of these rooms right now.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a world of hurt, though. They already lost Marco. Marco's down. Mystic, he's got the S12K, so he can definitely fight up close, but no helmet, no vest. So if any of these other squads have any 7.6 gun, one bullet, he's knocked. So they're going to play this, I think, really, really careful, especially since they're in zone right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're right on the edge. They're right on the edge of the zone, so they definitely have time to work
Oh,
with Axel right now with the mini,
oh,
getting ready to
the mini!
unload. No scope on the mini. Will be taking down Hollies right there, getting a flush, and this will pretty much even the playing field.
That was a huge, huge play right there. I mean, he had no vest on right there, and be able to go ahead and tap with that mini really quick. That was a huge, huge kill for Team Queso.
Mini is so good too. Mini is so good.
Oh man, I've been
I'm
practicing it with
surprised we don't see
myself.
him with Tommy gun.
It's insane. It is insane. I mean, if you're able to just tap really, really quick and consistently, it's one of those guns that you have to kind of get that pattern down. But if you're able to, oh my goodness, man, that thing is scary when you hear bullets coming at you.
Looks like Axel is gonna be swapping over for the M4. Mystic still with the S12 on the roofs over here. No vest, no helmet. So really, if Mystic spots out an enemy, you need to make sure to land that slug shot right on top of the enemy, because they're gonna have a good opportunity to get that flick, and all it takes is one bullet. And no armor, you're gonna be down. So they have a vehicle to work with, the Golden Marauder. It's gonna be interesting to see if depending on where this next zone goes, like if they plan to just have that escape plan, or do they want to flush each other out here. And looks like Pro Lord will be spawning out Axel.
That's a tough loss right there. Mystic, he doesn't have a lot, but he's got to be able to make some big shots to get his squad up. Good pre-fire there from Pro Lord, trying to go ahead and find this position. But look at that. A lot of these guys, they don't have any loot right now. No vest, no helmet. So they're just going to have to press this and get their luck. But I don't think they're going to be a little bit more hesitant. Look at that first shot right there on a Mystic. Huge.
Vindex over here, pretty much harnessing their inner Spider-Man senses, jumping from roof to roof. No helmet still too. I mean, this fight is so it's so early on, and there's not enough loot for two squads to really fight it out for this long over here. So we're gonna see the engagement going back and forth. Axel will be taken down and out, and there goes Team Queso. Actually, the entirety of Team Queso push on out of Hacienda, bullied here in game number 1.
That was so tough. That was such a dirty shot right there with that mini to get a good return knock. But there's not really much you can do when you have like 3 other members flushing on top of you. And looks like Team Good Old-Fashioned Tempo Storm is in a world of hurt right now. Spec with the laydown. Does he get a spot? He's got the Uzi. He's playing it really quiet right now.
Got the Uzi. A lot of interesting early engagements going on right now across the entirety of Miramar. Over here, B4 and Loops, definitely 2 of the powerhouse teams from the Americas region. Looks like they're going to be trying to fight it out as well. But, I mean, Team Umbra, that has to be the biggest fight here so far. Team Umbra pretty much destroying Team Queso here in game number 1 for Hacienda. So it's going to be interesting to see if both teams do decide to continue dropping there moving forward. But for the time being, it's like Levi going to be pinned down.
Yeah, we're on to this fight right now. I know that we're looking at the Tempo Storm fight and looking at the kill feed. Looks like Spec was able to get a good couple of knocks, but unfortunately, just that pressure from that whole squad, it looks like that is Tempo Storm out of this one right here. So Team Queso out first, Tempo Storm out second here for this first match of the Scrims, man. This competition is no joke.
No joke, and I believe that's going to be Nina Power that was fighting Tempo. Let me know in the chat. I believe that's who it is. So a lot of these teams, I saw for a second there, we saw the mini map unique. They went for like a ultra wide rotate all the way to the north, and they're gonna be coming on into this circle from the west hand side near El Pozo. And getting back to this fight, looks like B4, they are gonna be in the stairwells trying to get some information. We saw Maxon just a second ago looking to cook a grenade or 2, but this is pretty much just a standstill right now.
Yep, right now it's just, these are 2 big name squads right now, and Loops is really spread out. So I think right now they're just trying to get intel, not trying to really press the matter right now because they already lost Federal. Ooh, that nade though, I think that's going to serve as an eviction notice for Carrillo right there, saying, hey, bro, get out of there. You're not allowed. So that's going to be tough. But, okay, so look, Cloud9, they ended up driving over to Pozo. Now they're sitting there nice and pretty, fully looted, fully kitted. Doesn't look like they had any challengers there. And the zone has shifted that way. And with that hard shift, usually when you see these kind of hard shifts, you always assume that the hard shift side is going to be empty. And that's what we see right here. So I wonder how many teams are kind of utilize that to their advantage and try to rotate around to secure themselves a good position for the next zone.
Yeah, not only that, I saw about 5 different teams all grouped on top of each other in the south trying to make their way on in here as well. So this is gonna be a dangerous one here for a lot of these teams. And
That was a
back
great
to this
nade.
fight. Yep, Levi gonna be tossing a grenade right there. I don't know if they cooked it in time. Yep, blowing up just a little bit after.
I think he wanted to make sure he wasn't in that box, you know?
In the box. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, because you saw those crates right there, boxes, and you never know. Like, a team could be having some new technology come out. Yeah, that box right there. Because if he's sitting in there, you gotta throw in a grenade and make sure you pop him out. But yeah, fortunately didn't work out for him.
So Maxton is gonna be behind this wall, pretty much holding down at least 2 members from Loops. And the thing is, these teams, they've been here, they've been making a lot of noise, and they gotta start to think about, other teams possibly trying to get that third party in on them as well. And over there in the distance, we saw one of the members from B4 trying to get a alternate angle, trying to get a better vantage point, some high ground. Mix Zero, you see Mix Zero trying to get the alternate wraparound right here. So this could be huge for B4.
Definitely. And you can see right now, I like Loop's position because they're towards the road. And if they're trying to get a rotation off, they can hopefully find a vehicle there. But yeah, it looks like Kowski was able to find the buggy. But with Mixera having this angle, if Loops tries to go up that hill, they're going to get shot out that vehicle really quick. So they have to be really careful in this one.
Ooh, there's going to be initial shots being fired right now. Levi's going to be taking some shots with that M4 on into the smoke. But really, the deciding factor here is going to be Mix Zero all the way up there on the high ground, overlooking this right now. Oh, Dadden going to be making the push on into the building with the missing the first couple shots, and it looks like Levi just trying to get on out of harm's way, vaulting on into that window, not able to do so in time. And Maxton out here on the offskirts trying to protect Levi from getting that third, unable to do so.
Great return knock right there as Mixera also is able to get a couple shots onto Dadden, but right now B4 is really split up right here. So they're in a world of hurt, and here comes the blue zone. Mixera with the great angle onto Dadden, and here comes B4.
Yep, blue zone. Oh, Max is on fire. Man on fire. Just running upstairs right now, trying to clean this one out. And all these players, pretty much forgetting that the blue zone is a thing over here. Pedro with the hip fire. 2 bulls left will be connected on themselves, and Kowalski swapping back on over to the Uzi, going for the spray, and there we go.
Oh my goodness!
B4 lost the fight, but at the end of the day, everybody loses because the blue zone ended up taking out that last member for Loops. You saw him right there. They were thinking about healing, and they're like, I ain't gonna get this one off here. But hey, they won the fight though, Jukes. They won the fight.
Oh yeah, they sure did. But you know what? B4 was like, hey, if I'm going now, you're coming with me right there. So, what a crazy turn of events right there. Both B4 and Loops out of this first match. Blue Zone MVP, always, especially in these kind of larger maps right here. But man, what a crazy fight. Those are 2 huge squads out early.
And like I said, I'm not mad at that. I'm honestly not mad at that because I'm a true believer that today is all about just staking your claim. Making sure other teams they recognize where you're gonna be at, where you like to drop. And I understand why both those teams had to fight it out for so long because they're trying to claim something for their own over here. And hey, we were talking about them earlier on. Futbolist up here on the high ground is gonna be taking some shots down there on a SWAT 69.
Oh man, we saw him, Lova with the Car 98 able to get a really good knock right there. And that just shows you how good these squads are. I mean, that's with a red dot all the way from downtown. Be able to get a good solid return knock. That is huge to be able to go ahead and reset the pace for your squad. And it looks like Squad 69, nice, is currently losing 1 member. But they are healed up. They do have a good old-fashioned bus. It looks like they'll be able to get it to rotate out of there.
Bus, man, the tank out here. So Futbolist, they got a knock, and then we saw Lutz kind of stray off from the squad of Futbolist, trying to maybe get a little gatekeep going on right there. But I mean, as a solo member, that's gonna be dangerous, especially with 3 more members up from SWAT 69. But look at this, we got a little 1v1 happening on over here. What is going on? Oh man, Demi wanted to make sure to cook that grenade and toss that grenade, and it looks like they will be able to do so. Matic out here looking to get the revive.
That was a really, you know, he did hold that nade and he committed to it. He was like, I am not letting this thing go until it's the right time. But look at that great nade from Oped right there. That's only one member up. They know it. Here they come.
Oh, and look at this. Futbolist might be opting to get that third party, but SNT are getting aggressive, and there goes the Dream Eaters. The Dream Eaters going to be taken down and out at the hands of SNT, and we were talking about the third party potential from the Futbolist. 5 kills so far for the squad, and we see them making the push right now with their vehicles.
Here they come, and man, that is not a wall you really want to be behind. Not a lot of cover right there, and here comes the kit. Just gonna, that was way too close for a comfort. Almost a great nade right there from SNT, but here comes Futbolist trying to go ahead and finish this team off.
Yeah, Oped's still back there trying to heal on up, and you got the Futbolist with their mini red zones just tossing all the grenades. This is going to be right on the edge of the new zone, and it looks like the Futbolist is going to be tossing out some smokes, looking to possibly go for this breach right now. Here it comes. Ladar right there in that shack, just prone. And meanwhile, Futbolists are continuing with their brigade of grenade after grenade.
Just trying to open it up right now, trying to get an initial knock to get a little bit more comfortable. But here they go with a 2v1, a letter. Oh, not able.
The drop shot.
Drop shot.
The drop shot, able to save the day over here. Soul K looking to make the pull up, making some plays out here onto Octavan, and Octavan gonna be spotted, tagged, and bagged. And that whole engagement, only Lutz was the only one pretty much knocked on out, and they should easily be able to get the revive and hopefully, you know, heal back up, because they are not going to be in the next circle once again.
Yeah, you know, I really like that the pressure there from Futbolists, because they know, especially considering where the next zone is, they had to finish that fight off instantly. So really great shots coming up from them. I like how S&T was able to kind of disengage and reset that fight. But man, Futbolists, they had some nades all over the place. They were putting that pressure on, able to get the push and knock them out here. But look at this zone. Look at this zone. They're going to have to get in, and they got 2 big squads looking to gatekeep them.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have some challenges for sure. And we saw Unique all the way out there to the west. Nobody's near them for the time being. Got the Knights trying to make their way on in from the south. And it's going to be interesting. Here, we were just talking about them, the Knights over here. So, Sixless, J7, Raven, and Carnage. Carnage are going to be down, sent back to lobby. And looks like we got Frag Machines just right there trying to take some shots onto the Knights.
That's right. And the Knights trying to as they have a squad rotating on them right here. J7 is able to hit this crazy nade. That would be insane. They're really split up right now, though. Oh, almost. Bounce nades. Commander. Not able to hit it right here. J7 just trying to kind of, looks like he's just trying to kind of hold this position right now and just create pressure for the rest of his team. But this is going to be a really, really tough one right now for the Pittsburgh Knights, especially with HQ just kind of like holding right there.
Exactly. I mean, headquarters, I'm surprised the Knights allowed headquarters to pretty much casually just crash on into their compound and utilize it for some cover for the time being. So you got headquarters right here trying to take a fight with J7. Meanwhile, on the back end of this, Frag Machines freak right on in the mix of it between Raven and Sixless, and the other squad mates of Frag Machine are going to be on the outskirts of this, trying to provide as much protection as possible. So we got 3 teams right on top of one another right now. Who's going to make it on out of here alive? Well,
it's gonna be tough to question. It's going to be tough. You know, you got Pittsburgh Knights right now in the dead center, but they are completely separated, while HQ as well as Frag Machine are both kind of in a little bit better position here. So it looks like if they do spot out that there's only one, they might just go out to push this, and PK is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, the one thing that the Knights have going for them is the zone, right? They're going to be right there on the edge, so they don't have that additional pressure of having to worry about the blue zone making the push on up. But it does look like headquarters, they want to clear out that second story where J7 is. But one member down, it looks like they're going to be opting to try to get this revive. And right now, you got J7, you got Raven, you got Sixless. They're all trying to provide as much cover fire for one another as possible. Next zone does go on up, so this fight can continue to pretty much be long and drawn out.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they could definitely just decide to be neighbors, but it doesn't look like that's what they're opting to do by the looks of it so far. That zone rotation was huge for these squads.
very big, and doesn't look like they're gonna pump the brakes anytime soon over here. J7 still being possibly in danger over here as he has 3 members from headquarters right underneath them, and here comes the push from headquarters. Yep, J7 will be taking down one of them, or at least inflicting a lot of damage, but thirsted immediately right there. Raven with that Uzi looking to possibly get some more kills underneath the side of the Knights over here.
Oh yeah, and he's looking at him really quick, trying to get that loot really fast with that smoke up. Trying to get back into position right here, but it's just going to be Sixless and Raven. Yeah, unfortunately, J7 was really spread out in that position, and with both of those squads kind of conflicting on them on both sides, that he couldn't have any really position to get back to his team, so he was just stuck. So tough break for PK, but they're going to try and make it out to their lives.
Yeah, very surprised Frag Machine didn't opt like just third party that whole fight. Instead, it looks like they're going to be trying to gatekeep Unique there on the outskirts. There's outplay going for that lean peak with that M16 is going to be connecting onto 1. 4 kills so far for Frag Machine, and it looks like Unique, they got the message. They're not going to be pushing up here anytime soon.
Definitely. I think that Frag Machine, as soon as they saw that zone, they were just like, hey, you know what? Let's just clear our backs. You know, we don't have to worry about this team right here because we got to make sure that no team comes from behind. So I really like that play from them in particular. But yeah, if that zone hard shifted away from them, for sure, they were going to third party that and try to clean it all up. But yeah, well, they got some a good old-fashioned zone blessing, as unfortunately it didn't work out for C9. Adder getting knocked in the kill feed right now. We're looking at Raven as he's trying to use that 3 peek to his advantage and trying to spot out some enemies. Yeah,
so now it looks like Frag Machine definitely turning their attention over here to these compounds, and Raven, you know, using so much utility just moments ago. Gonna be looking pretty low over here. Looks like Unique gonna go out to a vehicle explosion. Futbolists are still going to be fragging on out over there. They have a nice position all the way up there in the mountains, and Pyra gonna be right near them for the time being. But headquarters getting ready to respond to where this next zone goes here, and we're going to see grenades being prepped.
He's trying to find the right angle to thread the needle in between 2 windows. Can he do it? He does. Whoa. Oh, but Loka has some good shots on there as well. I wonder if we're going to see the push coming out from him, and here they come. Oh,
yeah,
little hesitation.
So I feel like, headquarters, they're aware of the third party from Frag Machine, so they're playing a little safer than usual, but they should try to make that push right now, you know, kind of take out the members from the Knights, but it actually looks like they're going to be just rotating off of that knock.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go ahead and pick zone over everything, and I really like that from Frag Machine. But Team Unique, they only have 2 members up. They're in a good position to gatekeep right here, and it looks like that's exactly what they're trying to do. But they got to be really careful because there's only 12 seconds left in the zone, and they need to get in themselves.
Yeah, Frag Machine over here trying to take some shots onto Unique, trying to take some shots onto the Knights, and Pyra's gonna be spotted by Futbolist, taken down and out by a grenade right now, and Futbolist setting up for the win here, the first chicken dinner in the Scrims of the West League, because they still got 4 up. They got a bunch of kills to boot over here though. Frag Machine, they're all a little separated for the time being on the west side of the new zone.
Yes, they are. They're going to have to try and get into this zone. It's not going to be easy. As, he does get a spot. I'm not really too sure about these kind of shots from that position. You really want to shoot unless you have that for sure knock. But that's going to give attention to Futbolists onto that squad. So, going to be really tough getting in now.
I mean, looking at the zone, the mini map in the top right-hand corner, I mean, look at Futbolists. They are just spreading their wings. They're just dominating it. They know nobody's behind them. They just got the knock on Pyra, the only person that can really backstab them. So, headquarters, they do push on up. They have this little ridge to work with. A nice position when it comes to cover, but honestly, I don't see them making it on out of here anytime soon. And Soulcake gonna be trying to cook that grenade, gonna be tossing that, inflicting a good amount of damage right now. And looks like headquarters, they're stuck there in a pickle.
Yes, they are, and they're trying to just survive the best they can. Soulcake had some really good angles there. With that height advantage, man, it's going to be just so huge for Futbolists in this particular position right here. You still got Pittsburgh Knights, though, right next to them. Right next to HQ,
I mean, can you even dethrone them? Can you dethrone Futbolists right now? I feel like you can't.
Oh, man,
Lutz.
They got
going to be pushing down right there.
They're set up.
Huge position. Oh, look at Sixless though, camouflaging right now. This is smart.
Right there behind the tires there of that buggy. Unfortunately though, yeah, Loves is like, oh, I know exactly what that strat is with the jump down. Woo!
The major jump down, the major jump down. Futbolist, they don't even lose anybody in game number 1. Headquarters, they did a really good job at, you know, picking their battles right there, getting 2nd place, you know. Knights with 3rd place right there as well. I mean, Headquarters and the Knights, they've been in a awkward engagement for pretty much the later half of the game, so they didn't really have much options when it comes to trying to get additional kills.
Hello?
What's up?
Speaking of kills, let me just get my glasses. Is that 25 kills from Futbolist right